like I said, I know some old school dudes that flow will trash these dudes.
Right.
For real.
That's right. Yeah, I know some old cats that'll punch on some of these young dudes
Oh, yeah.
on the lyrics.
Definitely.
What so when a young cat tries to call Krayzie Bone old head and they try to make it seem like you old, what's your response to that?
Bro, like,
I'm holding court, you standing trial. Why ain't I see you round back when I was down?
What's up, world? It's your boy Big Court of the Holdin Court podcast and Legacy Builder University. You already know what it is, and I'm here one more again with my beautiful oldest daughter, Rachel Renee. What's cracking?
What's up? Round 2, let's go.
Yeah, I know you super excited. You super excited, as I am as well.
Yes.
You know. But real quick, we want to tell y'all, go to IamBigCourt.com, tap in with my Legacy Builder community. We teaching people how to monetize social media, e-commerce. We helping you level up your life. So IamBigCourt.com, go tap in with it. So without further ado, so everybody that knows me and they know my daughter, they know this family, they know this channel. Okay. We are very, very partial to these guys and to this group. Actually, when you go to our homepage, we have a whole Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yes.
With everybody that's come on the show. We have a whole thing dedicated. Yes. And I think, what is it called? It's called Bone Thugs Anthology or something like that.
Yep.
So everybody knows how dear this group and this gentleman is to us, you know, just as a platform and us just in general in real life. Man, we got the homie Krayzie Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony here. One more again, spent the block.
yes, indeed. I'm back.
What's good with you, fam?
Yeah, all good, man. All good, feeling good.
Man, you're a sight for sore eyes, brother.
Thank you, man.
Yes. Last time that you came on the show, it was last, what is it, June? It was June, something like that, June. Right before you guys got the street named after you in Cleveland. Congratulations, by the way.
Thanks.
A month or two after that, unfortunately, you fell ill.
Yeah.
You know, we had just kind of connected during that time, and I have to tell you, I was super concerned about you. My wife put you on the prayer list. My wife is a praying woman. I mean, I'm talking about, you would have thought you knew her for the last 40 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't sleeping well, really. And I'm not saying that for the camera, like for real. I wasn't sleeping well. I was concerned about you. I had kind of, you know, I'm cool with Lay, so I kind of had some intel on what it was, you know. But, you know, nevertheless, glad you made it through. Glad you're here. But, you know, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you, you know, we just start off with the elephant in the room, man. Like, what was that experience like? Because you almost died.
Yeah, bro, it was a crazy experience. You know, it was crazy because, you know, I didn't even know what was going on until I woke up. Like, all I knew is that I went to the hospital because I was coughing up blood, and I woke up 10 days later. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because I remember, like, when I first woke up, I didn't remember anything. I didn't even remember going to the hospital. But then it all started, like, coming back. And I was like, okay, yeah, I remember driving to the hospital. I remember going inside the hospital, and I was coughing up so much blood, they had to bring me, like, a little plastic bag. And the nurse was like, spit it in there. And then so by the time they came back around, like, to see how I was doing, like, the bag was full, and the nurse was like, "Oh no, you got to go back in right now." And so she took me back there. They put me in a room, and then when they came in, you know, they started asking me all kind of questions. You know, do you take blood? If anything happens, do you want to be, you know what I'm saying, revived? I'm like, because they was like, we have to put you under just like to see what's going on with your lungs. So I was like, okay, yeah, cool. So man, they put me under, and man, like I said, I woke up 10 days later. You know what I'm saying? And I woke up to like all kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like the doctors was telling me I had zero function in my left lung. I had to have a lung transplant immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like so it was just a lot. Like I'm coming to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, and then just hearing the stories of what was like what I was doing when I was out, it was crazy because I had no idea of none of that. You know what I'm saying? I just woke up and my entire family was there, like from Cleveland. I'm like,
Wow.
I'm like, what the hell is everybody
You didn't
doing
know
here?
what it happened.
Yeah, no.
How did you feel like prior to spitting up the blood? Like, did you know something was wrong? You know?
No, bro. I was good. Like, I mean, you know, I was coughing, but I always have
Right.
like a
Mhm.
cough. You know what I'm saying? But I was up playing the Xbox. I was playing the Xbox. You know what I'm saying? And I coughed, and I could feel like something came up
Mhm.
that wasn't normal. It was like a big glob. So like I grabbed the bottle and I spit in the bottle, and it was nothing but blood. So I was like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I ain't gonna pack, because it happened before in 2018, and I immediately got up and went to the doctor, and they admitted me for one night, and then they let me go the next day. So I'm thinking, I'm like, yes, let me just, you know what I'm saying, just maybe it'll stop, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like, it stopped for a minute. I went to sleep, woke up the next morning, and it was like, I was cool like half the day. I went to the gym that day, came home, and then I started coughing again, and then like blood came up, and then this time it was just like a faucet. Like I was over the toilet, and my girl was like, she's like, no, we gotta go now. She
Was
like,
your breathe? Could you breathe?
man, I could breathe, but like I was coughing so much, and every time I cough, like blood would go into my lungs. So it was like it was hard for me to catch my breath. You know what I'm saying? At one point, because it felt like the blood was choking me. You know?
Yes.
So I was
Right.
like, so I just kept coughing and getting it out, and then so I went right to the hospital.
Wow. So you don't have any recollection of you being out of sleep or in that coma? You have?
No.
Wow.
Nothing. Man, the only thing I remember is when I was coming down, because they had me on like 4 different to keep me down. They had me on like what is it, like fentanyl, propofol, ketamine, and like another one.
Damn.
Another, and it was like we had to put all the money. They was like, we wish y'all would have told us you got a high tolerance. I said, yeah, that comes from Bone Thugs.
Right. Right.
It was like we gave, but and it was like you still kept trying to like come out of it. Like so we had to like give you more.
Wow.
To like that's why they had to put me in the coma, because I wouldn't go down.
Damn.
And it was like and then so they kept me down, and I remember like when I was coming to, I remember waking up in the bed, like I thought it was a dream. Like I opened my eyes and I was like, what the hell? I'm like, how did this happen? Like, why am I in here? And it was a clock on the side of the wall, and I kept looking at the clock, and I promise you, I thought this clock was just like standing still. I was trying to tell my girl, but I couldn't talk because I had the tube in my mouth, and I was like just moving my hands, and they didn't know what I was saying. So then one night I woke up. I woke up and I was like laying there, and you know I was in the ICU, and they had like somebody watching me like 24 hours. It was a nurse at the door. So when I woke up, I noticed the nurse would get up every now and then and leave. So I said to myself, I was like, next time she leave, I'm about to make her run for it. But no,
You said this out of coma. You thinking you gonna make a run for it?
Like, I'm about to make a run for it. I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm about to try to make a run for it. Like, and then like when she left, they had me restrained to the bed. So I was like, so I broke one of the restraints.
Damn. And
I tried to pull the thing out my mouth. Bro, like a big ass alarm went off, like all the nurses ran, and then my girl jumped up like, what are you doing? They're like, Mr. Henderson, please don't do that. They was like, if you love doing what you do, never try to yank this out of your mouth again. It'll mess your whole vocal cords up.
Yep. That's what happened to the DOC.
Yeah, it was like, don't pull this out. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, I was confused. I didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? But then like when the drugs started to wear off, they they woke me up, and it was like just let the drugs wear off. I was like groggy for like 2-3 days. Like, so like trying to figure out what went on. And then I couldn't talk. They brought me a pad to try to write. Bro, I couldn't, bro. It was like I was just like
you was just disoriented.
Couldn't even form a letter. I was just like,
wow.
I was in there like, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like I couldn't do nothing until they took the tube out. But then when they took the tube out, I couldn't talk for like 3 or 4 days because I hadn't had no voice. My voice was gone. You know, and they was like, don't worry about that. Your voice will come back over, you know what I'm saying, over the course of days, but it's gonna be like that because you had it in for 10 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was, man, it was crazy. And then, you know, they were telling me, yeah, you got zero function in your left lung. It's dead. You're gonna need a lung transplant. And I'm glad my primary doctor stepped in because she was like, wait a minute, what are y'all talking about? Like he has zero function in his lung. I just saw this man like a few months ago, and he did the best breathing test he's done since I've been with him. It has to be a reason this happened. She was like, I doubt he has zero function. So, they slowed everything down, thank God, because they was ready to go like straight to surgery, like you know what I'm saying? And they was like, but she was like, just stay there and go through the evaluation for lung transplant since you're gonna be there for a couple of days anyway. So I said, cool, you know what I'm saying? Went through the whole thing, and after they did all the tests and they looked and they came back, they was like, we don't think you qualify for lung transplant. You have a substantial amount of blood still pumping to your lungs. Your value of life and what we know, you were working out 5 days a week, performing on the weekends. Like that's not the, you know what I'm saying, the lungs of a person that has zero function. So they was like, we don't want to touch you. It's like, what we want to do is want to put you on some medication. Because what happened is I have these holes in my lungs called mycotomas. And they're there like until I die, you know what I'm saying? So, because the sarcoidosis, I had it for so long and they didn't know what it was. It did a lot of damage to my lungs before they found out, what it was. So these holes, like fungus balls, can get into these holes. And when they get into the holes, it can cause flare-ups. It can cause like what happened in my lungs, you know what I'm saying? So they have me on medication to where that never happens again.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm taking the medication for the rest of my life.
That was my next question. How do you prevent this from happening again? That was
because I'm on the medication. There's like this should stop it. And it was like this thing that you have, like you probably never get rid of it. You'll die with it, but you won't die from it.
Okay.
So that was a relief.
So living with sarcoidosis.
Yeah.
What type of effects does that have on your daily life, if any?
Man, nothing. I mean, none really. You know what I'm saying? I still do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I do kind of get shortness of breath sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But I still work out. You know what I'm saying? I still work out. I walk. You know what I'm saying? Every day. In the gym every day, and I still do like all the normal stuff. Like,
does it affect your breathing with the performance on stage?
No, man, not at all.
Okay.
It has never, like, that's one thing. It's crazy. I can work out and like get out of breath, but like when I'm on stage, I'll be good.
Can we go back to the initial part a little bit? I had a question about that because I too have always wondered when you came to, and I understand, disorientation. What makes people, or what made you feel a sense of a threat to where you want to pull out the tube and your initial thought was to get out of here? And the reason why I ask this is because I have an inherent fear of hospitals. I don't like any of it. And I feel like that would be my initial thing to like, get out, you mean me harm. But why did you feel the need to get away?
Well, because I didn't know what was going on. I woke up in this, you know what I'm saying? I was restrained to the bed. And that's one of the reasons they say they restrain you to the bed, because they say when people come out of, you know what I'm saying, like being down like that, and they have the tube, the first thing they do is they reach for the tube to pull it out their mouth. So that's why we have to restrain you. And then, like, that's why they also had, they told my girl, it was like, they rehearsed with her what to say to me when I was waking up. They was like, it's good. He needs to have somebody he's familiar with. You know what I'm saying? Like, explain to him, and this is what you said. And like, so when I came to, she was like, you have this the tube in your mouth, but it's going to come out. It's not permanent. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, but I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still be like, Still, like,
Yeah.
because I'm trying
Okay.
to talk, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't ask them what happened, what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
So you're kind of panicking, you're disoriented, panicking.
yeah,
I
you-
understand.
I would trip with that too.
No, me
If I
too.
just my last memory is me doing this, and then all of a sudden I got tubes running down my mouth and I can't move. Yeah, I would definitely panic.
bro, because I hate because I was supposed to be we had a show the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on my way to the hospital. I'm texting everybody like, yo, I'm going to the hospital real quick. I got some bleeding and shit, but everything should be good. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking pictures all in the hospital. I'm taking selfies in the
You thinking I'm just here for a second,
Right.
you know?
Just checking in.
Yeah, and then all that happened. So yeah, it was crazy.
Okay, so with the history of especially the relationship between blacks in the medical field, and them wanting to go directly into a transplant, because that was my initial thought too. I'm like, okay, this man is still putting out albums. He's still putting out shows. Clearly there is some function here. Did you ever question, or did they ever provide a reason as to why they wanted to go directly to a lung transplant? Or do you feel like it was because maybe they figured you had money, or it was you had really good insurance? Like, why was that the initial and not to go through the evaluation?
She said that it was just one doctor there, and it was like he was just like had no sympathy. He was just like, yeah, he's gonna need this. He's gonna, you know what I'm saying, because he could die, and da-da-da-da-da-da. You might want to call the family. Like just like she was like, he was kind of like he was like,
He was already planning your funeral.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, like so. But when I got over to the other hospital is when the doctors was, you know, is when my primary doctor was like, no, we're gonna slow everything down. Like we're gonna slow everything down because like, man, even when I came to, I felt normal. I felt groggy, like, you know, from being on all that medication. But like once that wore off, I was like, I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with me. I wasn't coughing no more or nothing. I was like, I didn't cough the whole time I was in the hospital.
Wow.
I was like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I was like, what they talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but then the doctors at the second hospital, they started seeing too. They was like, you know what? Like, let's slow all this down. Like, you know, because every day they came in, they said something. They was like, yeah, first it was lung transplant. Then it was like, well, maybe we don't need to do that. Maybe we can just do a resection and we just take part of your bad lung away. Then they was like, but then we don't want to do that because your value of life, like if we do something to you, that might take away from how you've been living. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like, so we don't even want to touch you. Like, so that's what it came. So I was in the hospital stressing the whole time for them to be like, we ain't gonna do nothing to you. You can go home. I'm like, man, damn.
You know what? Let me ask you well, it's a two-part question, but I'll ask this question first. So, and this is kind of a fan question too, you know, and it may be a hard one, and my apologies if I'm overstepping, you know, you can tell me, just cut it. But so when you wake up, you obviously have your girl, you have your family, and your Bone Brothers was there. Lay was out here.
Yeah.
Wish.
Yeah.
Flesh.
Yep.
But Busy wasn't out here.
No.
Right? So you kind of, and I'm only asking because it was public, you know, and you kind of alluded and spoke to the fact that B wasn't out here. Was that something just he didn't make it or he couldn't make it? How did that make you feel in real time when you going through this? Or was it that he just was kind of like, okay, Craig, praying for you, I'm gonna move on? Or was it just a thing of you felt like he should have been there?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I initially did, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, like, I've been knowing B for a long time, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And everybody don't do so good when you see, like, when you see your people down like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it could have just been that. Like, dude didn't know how to handle it. Like, it's been many times, like, many funerals I didn't go to because of some of the homies, because, you know what I'm saying, I just couldn't see them like that. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather keep those memories like that, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, you know, we talked about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, we good, you know what I'm saying? Everything is good. We on the move.
Nice.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
And I only had to ask because
definitely.
It was the fans are gonna be like, oh, well, what about that? What about that? So
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I know it was put out there like that. So, you know, now that you're coming to, right? You understand what has happened, you know, where you at with it. Like, how did you start reevaluating? Because I'm sure something like that, it puts life into perspective. You start thinking about family, what's important, career choices, life choices, different things like that. Like,
Man, man, it's crazy because the first thing I asked my wife, I said, "Did the Browns win?" Bro, no lie. She was like, "No, the Ravens kicked their ass." I was like, "Damn." I was like, they couldn't give me no love. I was out. No lie,
That's
bro.
hilarious.
Yeah, but she just started telling me everything that was going on. She was like, "Man, you was acting crazy." And she even told me one night, she was like I was sitting in the chair at the end of the bed one night, and you was supposed to be like sleep, and like, and then they was changing my the tube, because the tube I had in, like, it kept getting filled with blood. And she was like, when they took the tube off, like, you just raised up like on one of them scary movies, like you raised up in your sleep, was like, and cough, and blood just went everywhere. It was like a massacre. And she was like, that night I had to get up out of there. Like, she was like, that's the night I couldn't do it. She was like, they had to take me to the next room. Cause she said, I thought you was about to die or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was, when I started hearing all the stories, and when I started seeing the nurses was coming in, it was like, oh my God, you're up. I was like, damn, was it that damn serious? Was I about to die for real? Like,
so even when you came to, you didn't recognize that you was on death's door? It still hadn't hit you?
Bro, no, until everybody was there, and then my girl was like, don't turn your phone on.
Yeah.
She was like, because you all over the news. Everybody knows about this. I was like, how everybody know? She was like, it got out. I was like, oh man, I turned my phone on. I was like, oh my God. Text messages, DMs, everything.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Did you see when you turned your phone on, because you know how social media could be, did you ever see some shit like Krayzie Bone has died? And you
bro,
like, no.
Yeah, bro, yeah. Yeah, some of the stuff I was reading, I had to ask her, I said, is this true? I'm like, this is crazy. Like, man, it was crazy for real.
Yeah. So did that experience, did it put a sense of urgency, you know, on your life, and just, you know, like I said, put things in more focus?
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. You know, when I came to, and like really realized what was going on, man, you know what I'm saying? I prayed like every day and every night I was in there, like, you know what I'm saying, like, for bringing me through this. I was like, you know what I'm saying, like, because, man, you know, man, I was that close. It was so close to the point, you know, they was telling her to get a hold of my family. Like, you know, like, bring the family out, you know what I'm saying? Like, my kids was stressing, like, you know what I'm saying? It was, man, it was crazy.
I heard all of that, bro.
Yeah.
So you're actually putting in context. Some of the stuff that I was hearing from close, I didn't know, you know what I mean? Because, you know, motherfuckers will put, you know, they'll dramatize it and make it worse than what it is.
Yeah.
And I was hearing the same thing. I was like, man, they saying, bro, really kind of stop and go. They don't know. They can't get the bleeding to stop. They don't know. And that same thing what you just said was, man, they trying to notify his family. I'm like, nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro, it was crazy. And you know, the day they told my people, they was like, you know, we may have to give him blood. You know, like, because he's losing too much blood if it don't stop by the 10th day.
Yeah.
And you know, I had told them that I wasn't accepting no blood before I even went under. I was like, and the nurse was like, even if you're about to die, I was like, even don't put nobody else's blood in me.
And that's against your religion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's why everybody was like nervous, because, you know, like, we was on that 10th day, and it was like,
okay.
And I just happened to wake up on the 10th day.
Damn.
No. I didn't wake up. The bleeding stopped.
Okay.
On the 10th day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that was God. Do you feel like you had, kind of even more so? Because, you know, in my conversations with you, you already kind of a spiritual dude. Do you feel like you had even more of a spiritual awakening after that?
Oh yeah, man, definitely,
Mhm.
man. You know, you when you go through something like that, man, and like giving another chance, it's like, bro, like that was a close call. We already don't, you know, like get along. You know what I'm saying? So like, man, it just have you putting everything in perspective, putting the more in things, putting the more important things up front. You know what I'm saying? And just like it's just being focusing on family. Yeah, just focusing on family and you know what I'm saying, everybody that's close, man, for real.
Moving forward, have you had phobias? Like, do you ever kind of somewhat live in fear? Like, when you feel a little cough, do you kind of be like, "Ugh," like, I don't know what's finna happen? Is it a nervousness?
No,
Hmm.
no, I don't. I mean, when I first came, I mean, when I first came to and left the hospital, you know what I'm saying, I didn't cough for a long time.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I did get nervous when I went and done a show. And it was I didn't even read the flyer. I didn't even know it was a cannabis show. And it was smoke everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I left there and like the cough came back the next day and the cough was like I had the cough for like 6 months.
Damn.
And I was like, man, going to that damn show that messed me
So
up.
hold on. So am I hearing that Krayzie Bone of Bone Thugs and Harmony, Mr. P.O.D'd it?
Man,
Are you telling me you ain't smoking weed no more?
nah, man.
For real? So
Nah.
you can't, or you just don't?
But I mean, I actually stopped before,
Okay.
like, you know what I'm saying, like before all this happened. Like,
Oh,
anyway, you know what I'm
wow.
saying? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What made you make that choice?
Man, just like trying to just not cold turkey, but just like stop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still working on like stopping like completely because I
Mm-hmm.
do edibles sometimes just for the appetite and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. But I don't
Mm-hmm.
smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And pretty soon I ain't gonna be doing the edibles either.
Yeah.
You know what
Do
I'm
you
saying?
feel like,
Go ahead.
oh,
Go
no, I
ahead.
was gonna say,
Go
do you feel like, and I'm asking too, just out of my own curiosity, do you feel like the marijuana itself has evolved and is a little bit more chemically induced now than it was in the 90s?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, man, you can tell from how many different strands they got. I'm like, man, we ain't have all this back in the day. Now, like y'all coming up with all
Skywalker,
kinds of stuff I ain't even heard of. Like,
Andromeda.
yeah, and you can taste it. I mean, on some of the stuff you can taste the chemicals on it. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah. I mean, even that's becoming
Mm-hmm.
tainted now. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yes.
got to watch what you get for real.
Yes.
Especially with
Definitely,
this fentanyl and all of
yeah,
that.
Mm-hmm.
bro.
Because I
All
hear they
that.
dousing weed, they get some
Yeah.
bad shit, they trying to douse it with
Yeah, bro.
fentanyl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So you got to be careful for real. So you just stay away from all of it for real.
Mm-hmm.
what other changes did you make health wise? Like, you know, because you say, I mean, it sounds like you was already on the path
Mm-hmm.
even before that
Yeah,
happened.
yeah, man. I was, man, and I was pissed when I woke up. Man, I looked in the mirror. I was like,
You talking about
bro,
all them years?
bro,
I was,
Right.
all this time it took me to gain them couple pounds I had put on. Man, I'm
I feel
like,
it.
hey, that's a fact though. Because when you
bro,
came to the show, you was kind of a little
bro,
Yeah.
bit diesel. Yeah.
Yeah.
I lost like 25 pounds, bro.
Oh damn.
Skinny
Woke up,
problems, I feel you.
I was like 142. I was like, bro, like,
Mm.
I got
I
them
got,
same kind of problems,
Mm.
bro.
yeah,
I'm the
bro.
same thing.
Yeah, bro. So I mean, you know, so I just went back to it, and but it was hard for me to get back like into working out because you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
I kept having to go to like appointments. They wanted to do this test, and you know what I'm saying, and
Mhm.
you couldn't do certain things, and you know what I'm saying. So and then afterwards, bro, this is what's crazy. After everything was cleared for my lungs and everything, I was on a call with my doctor, and he was like, yeah, he was like, I'm sure they told you this when you was in the hospital, but when we was looking at your lungs, we went inside and we saw something on your heart, and he was like, and you have this condition to where like you could drop dead at any minute.
Wow.
And he said you was born with this. So at any time in your life you could have dropped dead. So I was like, but he was like, we want to do some tests to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's different stages of it. Like, it's a very minor one that needs nothing. Then it's another one we may want to do open heart. And then it's another one we have to do open heart. So I went and done the test. I wore like a heart monitor for like 2 weeks, I think. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, just do everything you normally do. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't change nothing up. Go work out, do everything you do. He was like, 'cause the good thing is, like, you're still alive. That ain't happened in all these years, you know what I'm saying? Like, so after I did the test, they was like, oh yeah, we don't need to do nothing. Yours is very minor. There's nothing we need to be concerned about.
Man, you've been going through it, bro.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But,
Think
man,
about that, though, bro. You make it to 50. You done been through
Exactly.
streets, you know, street shit, shootouts, hustling, jail, you know, Grammys, all that shit. Weed, drinking, whatever the spoils that come with the
Exactly.
life. And here,
Yeah,
you
for
start
real.
calming down, you
real.
start getting focused, and it's like, huh? Like this
Yeah.
shit out the clear blue.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that has to really keep things in focus and in perspective for you,
Oh,
especially when the doctor tell you you can drop dead.
yeah. Oh
anytime.
yeah. I mean, when he told me, I think my girl was more worried than you know, than me, because I was like, I mean, I was figuring, I'm like, first of all, I have none of the symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm like, man, if I made it this far along, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So now that leads me to ask this question, which is crazy segue, but so naturally you would have to we need to have our affairs in order anyway, right? Because we already know we all go take that ride.
definitely.
But now with that, you knowing that there's some health things that you have to be conscious of. Does that make you put, really focus on your business affairs with your music? Because I know the thug mentality, those masters revert back to you, or have they already came
No,
back
I
to
already
you?
own those.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, I got all those masters.
So, all right, cool. You got the masters. So for the fans, why this shit ain't on streaming platforms? Because they ask all the time.
Bro,
Why you ain't put the shit out if you got the masters?
And Mo
man?
Murder just got took off Apple Music. So
You know
what's
what I'm
up?
saying? Like the
Yeah,
fans
bro.
is like, man, when he gonna put out Thug
Bro,
Mentality?
I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Because I gotta go back. I gotta go back and like get all those reels, because that stuff was on like 2-inch reels. I got all those
Right.
reels in storage. So I gotta go dig through all those reels, find each song, find the producer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I gotta have it remastered.
Okay.
So we can switch it to digital.
Ah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you just
Like-
got to find the time. So you have the masters in
Oh,
storage,
yeah,
the 2-inch reels.
Bro, everything, bro. I have songs people never heard from Bone, Mo Thug, all kind of stuff on these reels, bro.
So let me ask you this. Let me get in your business a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, Craig, why? So you sitting on some shit? That's some money right there. Not
Yeah,
only
bro.
with the thug mentality, but with the unreleased songs. Why you just don't do an admin deal? Just have somebody. You can get a company. Just y'all deal with that, and then bring me back the bag.
I mean, I just want to make sure, because I got plans of how I want to do it. I want to do it right. You know what I'm saying? Like the money is cool, but I just want to make sure it's done right. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't really chipping on the money like that, but for real. You know what I'm saying?
You want to remix any of them old songs or redo them?
Yeah. I mean, I do, but I don't want to take away. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take away from
what it was.
probably just remix them. I probably won't go like touch the vocals, because all they probably need is just to be like remixed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, definitely a remix and remaster it.
You want to get your hands on it, and do you want to
Oh,
hear
yeah.
it first? Get your hands on
Yeah,
it and hear it. I
definitely.
feel it.
So
Definitely.
when we think we'll see Thug Mentality on the DSPs?
Man, possibly next year for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm possibly going to even release the because I got an album of songs that didn't make the Thug Mentality
Oh
album.
wow. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I got like 12, 13 songs that didn't make the album
Nice.
that I got mixed and everything already. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm gonna put that out.
What about Thug on the Line?
Oh yeah, I own those masters too. I got the masters to all those.
Oh, okay. You on some ball shit, bro.
Man,
That's big.
yeah,
Cause
yeah.
I know Thug Mentality was double platinum.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh yeah, I
Wow.
got both of those.
So let me ask you this: Are you and the fellas? Are y'all working on new music?
Man, we was just in the studio this weekend.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I saw that. It was you laying Wish.
Yeah, yep.
Let me ask you this. With you guys, you know, y'all older, y'all been doing it for 35, 40 years together. You know what I mean? A lot has changed. Everybody's grown. Everybody got grown kids, grandkids, they're different business ventures. How is the creative process of y'all as a collective now? Is it more difficult now, or is it kind of like how it was?
No, it ain't. No, I wouldn't say it's difficult. You know what I'm saying? Because like we always respected each other as artists, and always, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, everybody brings something to the table, so it's just like whoever come up with something. Oh, nigga, that's dope. Go put it down.
Yeah.
And we just build off of it. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's me or Flesh or Wish, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, man, that's the most easiest thing I will say with Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like it could be all so much drama and chaos around us, but when we come together to do what we supposed to do, like as far as music, whether it's creating music or performing on stage, everything goes smooth all the time.
Nice. So that process of you and Bone, right? So is it is it that, okay, Craig go lay a verse and a chorus, or somebody go lay a verse and a chorus and then just follow that? Or is it like, okay, this is what we gonna talk about?
I mean, shit, it varies. Sometimes like somebody will put a beat on and like somebody like is really feeling it and they come up with a verse or a verse in the hook, they put it down, everybody else follow. And sometimes we like sit down and be like, okay, so what we gonna talk about on it? You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want the project to get go too far off in one way. You know what I'm saying? We don't want too many, you can't rap like Bone songs or too many Thug songs. You know what I'm saying? Like we wanna make sure like we got something for everybody on there for real. Like and we want to show our growth. So basically this album is we're gonna be talking about everything we've been through in our 30 years of being in this industry. Like, and it's been a lot, you know what I'm saying? So like, and we put it into story form to share with the, like even stuff the fans didn't know, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's going
they're gonna be crazy for that.
Yeah.
What, you guys gonna do that independently, or you guys looking to do a deal? Or?
Well, we did a deal with Conor McGregor.
Oh, that was real?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
definitely.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was, you know, how the internet.
Yeah.
You know?
We did a nice deal with Conor McGregor. You know what I'm saying? They gonna have us. Man,
what Conor got cracking?
He got Greenback Records. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just signed Exhibit as well.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we about to.
Nice.
Yeah, man. We back in the studio with the budget. With the you know what I'm saying, with the man, we about to do some.
What producers y'all bringing in, if you can say?
Man, we trying to get with everybody. Like we trying to get with everybody that's willing to like slide or something. Big names, up and coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, of course we got you like DJ Unique in there.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get something from DJ Paul.
Yeah.
Just like a lot of people gonna give us something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That was my next question. So you and DJ Paul, man, y'all been working for forever.
Yeah.
So y'all got a group album, right? When is it gonna drop?
Man, Paul we keep recording.
Cause y'all gotta have about 100 songs.
Man, we keep recording songs, but like what we doing now is like we just dropping songs now. Like we dropping singles, getting everybody ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like it's gonna be dropping soon for sure. Yeah.
So how did y'all come across the Conor McGregor play? Who put that together? How did that come about?
Man, some of our, like some of the people we work with, you know what I'm saying? I think they did some events with him, and you know what I'm saying, heard that he was looking to get into the music.
Was he a big Bone fan?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Let me find out he down for the cause.
Oh yeah. Oh man, he be out there representing, man, with the bone chain on. Representing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got a chance to meet him though, right?
No. I ain't met him yet, but they did because I was sick like when they went to go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. But you was down with the play when you came. You said, "Hey, listen, we rolling. Homie got the budget and all of that."
Yeah, definitely.
That's cool. Y'all got I'm assuming y'all don't have a title for the new album.
No, not yet.
So, listening to your new album, you know, Chase the Devil 2, Chasing the Devil 2, Salvation, right?
Mm-hmm.
It seems it's very mature, very spiritual. So let me ask you this, recording with the fellas, and I know everybody has their own individual walk, right? How do you consolidate where you are as a man and creatively with what needs to happen for the group?
Well, man, you know, first of all, I was just blunt. I told him, I'm like, bro, like I'm not about to be rapping about a lot of stuff we used to rap about on this album, and I don't think we should either. I think we should. I think we should show growth as grown men, businessmen. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't doing that. Like our mentalities ain't that no more.
Right.
We ain't in the hood. We ain't in the. I'm in the hood, but I'm in the hood in a different way. I'm in the hood.
We're gonna get to that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, but like our mentalities is build up, upbuild. Like, you know what I'm saying. It ain't just like destructive, tear down. We them thug niggas. You know what I'm saying. Like all that. Like we done outgrew all that. Like we've survived that.
That's right.
Not only outgrown it, but you know what I'm saying. Like we survived it. So we should reflect that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This music, this album should reflect us surviving everything we've been through.
So creatively, you know, because me as an ex-rapper and then me understanding y'all, you know, and being fans of y'all, like how do you make that work in today's climate? You know what I'm saying? Because you know, today's climate, they want the bullshit. You know what I mean? And the hardcore Bone fans, they gonna rock. They gonna rock with whatever y'all choose to do. But do y'all ever like? How do you? I guess I'm saying, how do you do this where you understand the business, then you understand the creative part, then you understand the personal part, and then put that all together and make it make sense?
Man, I mean, because everybody. I mean, you have to. Everybody got to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, like if they want to do like a song where they want to get something off their chest, they could do that. I may not be part of the song.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, all 5 members ain't never, like this is what people don't understand, like we don't all have to be on the same song. If it's 2-3 members on the song, it's a Bone song.
It's a Bone song. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, and we've never really had a hit single with all 5 members on the song. You know what I'm saying? Like,
with the exception of Thuggish Ruggish. Bone.
No, it's just 4 of us on there. Yeah, Flesh is not on there.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we've never really had a hit single with all 5 Bone members on a song.
Damn. Wow.
Flesh was on, Flesh was on For the Love of Money, but Wish wasn't on there.
Oh, damn.
You know
You're right.
So yeah, so we have to take that into consideration. You know what I'm saying? We have to be like, okay, bro, we have to format these songs like go back to the chemistry. Like we don't all need to be on the song. Like 3 of us can, I mean, 2 of us could do the hook, the other 3 can rap. Like we a group that could do that. So like that's what I want to that's what I want to do more on this album. Like I want to like just venture into our like the way we flow.
Yeah.
Like go back and forth more, you know what I'm saying? Like and shorten up the verses and just make it action packed for real.
But you know what I love? Because we were just talking about this when we were talking about is rap dead and all of this, and we were talking about the evolution of rap. And I think this is so important because, you know, I'm 30, but listening to your new album too, like even where I'm at in my life, I can relate to that more than, you know, what it was 10, 20 years ago because I'm in a different space. And I think that we need to shut down this narrative that rap is only a young man's game and it can only be about, you know, dysfunction, destruction, and, you know, just kind of popping it. And we need to create and allow that space for the growth in rap. And that's a whole other evolution on its own.
That's a fact.
Man, and I think, and that's real. And I think people look at Bone, young or old.
Yeah.
Now as like we was always giving them a message because so many people be like y'all raised me, I learned so much from y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like they know like we're gonna have some kind of message in our music already. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, we may have a few songs where we like getting stuff off our chest, but at the end of the day, it's about enlightening people. You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, the music scene is different, but when people like done listening to what's on the radio and all that stuff, you still got problems.
Yeah, that's right.
You still dealing with life, and
That's
life
right.
is what we talking about. You know what I'm
Life is no
saying? Like,
life, yeah.
so that's how they relate to Bone, because they know we gonna have them songs that help you get through that hard day. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Definitely.
It's still songs of Bone that I still listen to. That
Yeah.
they'll help you get through. I mean, I still listen to It's All Real.
Oh, that's my.
yeah.
I be in the
What?
gym. Yeah,
Yeah.
you talking about 2024. I'm still
Yeah.
listening to All Real. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
for some reason, I've been on a body ride.
Yeah, you was playing.
I don't know why. I've been listening to Body Rock for
When
about
we was
6
coming from
months.
this game. Yes.
Yeah.
I was on the Days of Our Life. King
That's
Boosie
dope.
was
Yeah.
just literally, it just
But the
is
odd
like
thing
that.
about
Yeah.
it is when Art of War first came out, Body Rock wasn't one of my favorite songs. It came later in life,
Yeah.
and it's like, man, this will go hard. I actually posted a portion of your verse on Facebook just randomly, just to
Yeah.
see. And so many people
Right.
start filling in the lines under
That's
it. They
crazy.
start sharing it like, yeah, Body Rock, Bone Thug.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So but so with listening to Chasing the Devil, I listened to the whole album. Dope ass album.
Thank you. Thank you.
One thing that stuck out for me, I don't think you said one curse word.
Nope.
I think I caught maybe 2 niggas, 2 N-words. I don't think you didn't curse on that album.
I think I maybe said like 1 or 2 curse words.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't catch it. Was that intentional or that's just where you are right now?
Man, that I wasn't even writing like I'm not gonna curse. I was just like, yeah, that's just what I mean, you know, and basically showing people that like you don't need to add those extra words in to get your point across.
Right.
To make it like, because a lot of rappers do it as just as fillers.
Filler words. Yep.
Cause
That's right.
Because
lack
they
the
don't feel like
Yeah.
right, because they don't feel like
Creativity.
thinking of nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you, man, I started making it a habit. Like, cause I'll even do a song with cursing, and then like listen to them, but okay, yeah, I can change it and say that, and it still sound good. You know what I'm saying? And I change it up. You know what I'm saying? And nobody ever know. You know, like, and man, the first time I did songs without cursing, nobody never even noticed until I said something.
That's a fact.
I was like, y'all know I ain't even cursing that song, and everybody like, oh wow, you didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then people start complaining like, oh man, why you ain't cursing no more? I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, you ain't even know until I told you.
Right.
It's a fact. So
Yeah.
listen, so even when I was listening to Chasing the Devil, it wasn't until I heard one N-word that it said, hold up. Because it
Maybe the
felt
whole time,
forward. It's
right.
like, hold on, I ain't heard that. I said, hold up. I said, this nigga just not cussed this whole album.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's what made me pay. Then I went back and listened to it again. I was like, wow, I didn't even catch the ones that you said. But yeah, you know. So listening to Chasing the Devil, bro, and even going back on our first interview, or do you feel like you're in a space of, as an artist, kind of atoning, you know, for maybe the stuff that you did prior as a youngin', just trying to get out the hood, and all of us come, because we all did that. Do you feel like now you're in a space of, you know better, you do better?
Exactly. Definitely.
Maybe, you know, like, because I listen to some of our old music, and some of that stuff I said, I would never say that stuff today. You know what I'm saying? It's just, man, that's just what it is when you get older and you learn, man. You know what I'm saying? When you learn from life. You know what I'm saying? That it just automatically happens.
Yep, that's a fact.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you start looking at things different. Like you have different opinions about certain things that you used to not even really care about when you were younger. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, like it definitely changes once you get older and you look at life for what it is and you go through life. You know, like, because life ain't no game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you make it as far as I have and you look back on everything, you be like, man, I'm lucky for one, I'm still alive. And you know what I'm saying? I got a chance to try to direct people and not to follow my footsteps. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people be like, oh, I want to follow in your footsteps. Like, no, you don't. You don't know. You don't know where my footsteps been. You know what I'm saying? Like, so find your own path. Is the best way. It's cool to like want to be successful and achieve your goals like we did. You know what I'm saying? But like, you got to make your own path in doing it.
Your career, I mean, have you grasped the magnitude of how your music has touched your fan base? I mean, really, really? Have you been able to wrap your head around it?
Man, I mean, probably not because I'm always like shocked or in amazement when I see somebody that like really shouldn't even be listening to Bone. You be like, how do you know the words to this song? Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So like I'm always like wow. You know what I'm saying? I'm all like when I'm traveling abroad, just like seeing people in other countries, and it's just crazy. Like like we reached a lot of people.
So
Definitely.
you kind of just always remain in a space of gratitude.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, and I'm listening to the album, and so the one that stood out for me, which I'm glad you made it a single as well, you know, because I thought that was one of the leading tracks, was A Whole Lot of Pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. What inspired that song?
Man, just man, we was just up like talking like one day, one of my partners, and we were just talking about how the culture, like
Mhm.
a lot of what's in our culture, the black culture, is damaging to us. And we praise it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's really what you know, what the song was about, and me reflecting on myself, like, you know, I was part of the problem at one point. You know what I'm saying? So now, I have no choice but to turn it around. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, make an atonement for that, for real.
Mhm.
I have a fan question. Cost of a Soul, because I like that song too.
Mm-hmm.
In turn, when you look at the industry and just everything that's going now, just how it's just kind of crumbling before our eyes, do you just ever look back and just be so thankful and so happy and remember the times where you weighed that out? You know, these situations where it's like, okay, maybe in real time there may be some gratification or something out of this, but in the long term, like I just know this doesn't bear witness with who I am. Do you ever just look at what's happening now, just look back at your own journey like, man, I'm happy. I just sat back.
Oh man, I see everything that's going on in the industry
Mhm.
now with all these
Yeah.
people being arrested and put in jail. I'm like, man, you know what? I'm happy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't let this go to my head like that.
Mhm.
I'm happy I didn't let this fame think I was invincible
Mm-hmm.
and I could just walk over people and, you know what I'm saying, do anything I want to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day, it's not people we got to please, it's God. So,
Exactly.
so I knew from a very, like, I knew like almost immediately when I got into this industry that it was fake. Like, it didn't take me long to figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed the perks and, you know, everything that
of
came
course.
with it,
As
but
you should.
it took me not that long to figure out that, oh, all of these people is fake. Like, no lie. So I was basically just always stayed away. Like, I don't even really have that many celebrity friends because,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, I hang out with regular people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That is, you know what? You're right. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Because
don't.
going back to Bone, y'all always kind of have been kind of onto yourself,
Mm-hmm.
even
Yeah.
though you worked with some
Oh
major
yeah.
people, but y'all kind of,
Definitely.
y'all always
Yeah,
kind of
bubble.
just been
Yep.
like in your little bubble.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, cause like, I mean, the whole conversation is just different, man. You know what I'm saying? The conversation is like, I like that. You know, like I'm a regular human being. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I just want to be for
Nah,
real.
that's a fact. You always have been. Every
Yeah.
time I've interacted with you, it's just like one of the homies from the
Right.
block. You
Yeah,
know, and that's why I asked you. I'm like, damn, dog, you do know how big y'all is,
Man.
right? He like, yeah.
Man.
What's the Browns doing?
You know.
So, yeah, listening to the album, bro, it's a dope ass album. And you saying what you just said, you know, we had Tariq Nasheed on the show. You know, you familiar with Tariq Nasheed?
Yes.
Okay. And my daughter and I, we agree with what you said. There's a lot of things in the community that we have to address, right? We can't just keep blaming them and blaming systematic. That's a part of it. We get that, but we gotta do our part. You know what I mean? With that being said, you had the song, what was it? We Hate Us.
We all hate us.
We all hate us.
Yeah.
That
Actually about to
shit,
do a video to that too.
that shit, I was like, so when I listened to it, I said, ooh, I
Yep.
said, he finna catch it.
Yep.
He finna
bro,
catch it in the comments. He
Bro.
gonna be Uncle Ruckus.
Oh,
He gonna be,
God.
but you saying some real shit. You saying some real shit.
We
Bro,
have
And I
to.
loved it when I heard it because I was
me
like,
too.
this is what I'm talking about. Accountability. Yes, we know that part, but let's take accountability for what we do and we can control and change.
Bro, bro, because we can't, like, to me, it feel like we're jumping over the main war to go fight a battle. But we have to win the first war first, and that one is amongst ourselves.
That's
I
right.
agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't be in the middle of a fight. It's like, if I'm riding in the car with you, bro, and like I'm riding we in a brand new Rolls Royce, and I'm riding in the car with you, and every time we're in the car, you see me like smoking, and I'm dumping ashes on my floor. Pretty soon, if you smoking, you're gonna be like, you ain't gonna do that. You're gonna start dumping them on the floor. You're like, shit, he don't care about his brand new car, so why should I? It's the same thing. We don't care about us, so why should they?
Exactly.
And like when we start showing that unity and like, no, y'all ain't about to come down here and keep doing this to us. We tired of it. As a unit, as one, then we'll start making some changes. But like, I'm not like with like jumping over here just cause, this gonna bring a whole lot of media attention. Probably can make some money off of it too. Like all that to me is fake. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not with no cause. It's just about being at the right place at the right time. No, be there all the time.
That's right. That's right.
Straight up.
Boots on the ground when the cameras ain't around.
Exactly.
Yeah. When I heard that song, I was like, oh, he on one.
Them FBA's gonna get him.
I seen the
Yeah.
mission when I
Yeah.
and the fact you said you're doing a video, then you know the power of it. You know
Exactly.
what you're saying is some real shit, which it's funny because just kind of like we were talking about with Charleston White, he does the jock, when he says the shit,
Yeah.
but there's some truth in
Yeah.
the shit that he be
It is.
saying. There's some
It is.
truth in there,
Yeah, it is.
And
Yeah.
sometimes it's an uncomfortable reality. You got to look in the mirror and have those uncomfortable decisions. And so coming off of that song, tell me where your Spread the Love Foundation, because now I've been seeing that you've been working in the community a whole lot,
Oh, yeah.
lot.
Man,
What inspired you to get into that?
Man, so just going back, man, just part of me going back and I've been doing this since 2019 is when we first formed the Spread the Love Foundation. So yeah, I have a music program inside the juvenile system. We're on our third class now. We had 2 classes where the kids graduated to the next 200 class, and what we teach them is like about the music business. We teach them how to work equipment, how to go in the studio and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We just had a graduation for the kids. I was down there, and another program we have is a program called Interest to Income, and it's kids that's they're not in the juvenile system. They're, you know what I'm saying, they're at home, but they're from like 13 to 17. And we just teach them like skills, man, like different work skills. A lot of them want to be in the entertainment field, so we teach them, like about the entertainment, like the behind the scenes stuff, like not necessarily like being the person in the front, because we need more people on the inside.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what we teaching them. And like these is kids that they're not up in the suburbs. These kids is like just smack dead in the middle of the projects. And like, so we go down there, like we go to them, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what and like the program has been growing. The city of Cleveland knows about Spread the Love Foundation, you know what I'm saying? With the help, I have an amazing staff, you know what I'm saying? They be going hard, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, we be doing like coke giveaways, food giveaways and stuff like that, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
How important do you feel like it is for kids in the inner city to have mentors and mentorship?
Man, it's very important, man, because when, like just me going down and being in the juvenile system and then just seeing the faces on these kids, like at the graduation and like their parents coming out, the judges coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the parents was telling us, like, we haven't seen them smile like this in a long time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we even got a program so that when they get out, we have a landing program for them to come right to us. to continue it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I'm trying to get out there like and just like help as many youngsters as I can, because that's where we gotta start. We gotta start with the youngsters, because they're the ones that's like subjected to being like, you know what I'm saying, like steered the wrong way, for real.
And what ages are you, because you got to catch them at a certain age, because once they get 17, 18, 19, they kind of committed.
Right.
You know?
That's
what age are you working with them?
That's why we started from like 13 to,
Right.
yeah, 13 to 17.
You can kind of get them to pivot a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think you would have made different choices as a youngster in Cleveland if you had what you're given?
Man, oh man, definitely. Because I would have been more interested in doing that. Because man, that's one thing about me. Even though I was in the hood, like when I went into my music zone, I didn't come outside for like 2-3 days sometimes. Like I used to be in the house just like up in my room, like writing, you know what I'm saying? Like just they used to come over my house. I used to have like papers balled up all over my room. People like, you ain't like none of these raps, nigga? I'm like, nah, I ain't like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I was on the music hard.
Do you guys have any type of and that's dope that you're dealing, teaching them about the business side and income and their way around the studio. But in terms of, are you guys working with like the violence down there in terms of like mediating and doing things like that as well?
Yeah. So we have other programs that we're waiting to get funding for, and it's to catch the young man. I'm doing everything from teaching the young boys how to be young men to the young girls how to be young women. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like we're gonna have all those kind of classes to where they learn to cook, like just everything, bro. Like because like all that's lacking. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that kind of stuff in the neighborhood is needed. And I have another program I'm doing down there that I'm working on, like to revitalize the area that we came up in. And I'm calling it the Harmony District. I've been working with the city, and I was awarded like a certain amount of properties to transform, to make it into what we want to make it into. So I'm looking to build. The first thing I'm trying to build there, right on the corner of 99th and St. Clair, where they changed the name, I'm trying to put a Bone Thugs and Harmony museum right on that corner.
Nice.
Because, people come from all over the world, man, just to take a picture of that sign.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, why not make it an experience for them when they come? They come take their picture, they go right inside the museum, get a history of the place we came up, the whole neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? And just like get some gifts, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Then when they come out, they go across the street to the Harmony Cafe. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of stuff that's the kind of stuff that's gonna be in the Harmony District. It's gonna be it's bro, like so and the city is like really rocking with me on this. So hopefully, like, you know what I'm saying, within the next couple years, it'll be like
I think I know the answer, but I want to ask you this. Is it more gratifying to hear the thousands of fans when y'all perform, y'all go on tour, and thousands over the years, probably millions as you've entertained, to hear the cheers and them chanting along with y'all? Or is it more gratifying doing what you're doing in the community and seeing that you can change, if not just one life?
Oh yeah, definitely that by far. By far. You know what I'm saying? Because the cheers is good, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't really nothing but stroking your own ego. You know what I'm saying? You got to take that back, and you got to like help people that's less fortunate, that's looking for that same opportunity that you didn't have. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give them something that you didn't have. You know what I'm saying? Like, to make it a little easier for them. Right.
The younger generation at 13, do they understand the magnitude of a Krayzie Bone and Bone Thugs and Harmony, because they were, they're super young? But do they still connect with that impact?
Bro, what's so crazy is I have not met one of those kids whose parents is not a Bone fan. So they know. They're like, my mom play you all the time. like for real, bro. Like all those kids. And then I just visited the first class, the one we had, the interest to income class for the 13 to 17-year-old. And like they didn't really know who I was. when I walked in there, but they were smart enough to know I was somebody because one of the girls went and got on her phone and Googled Krayzie Bone. And man, and she was going, she was like, "That's Krayzie Bone." I was like, "Wow, that's crazy." Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Like, remember that inside of my dad's community, I was asking people they top 5, and somebody put BONE Bone on his top
That's
5.
That's crazy.
That's
He
a
said,
fact.
Dylan, like
Wow.
it's Bone. That's it.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
so let me ask you this. So you want to do the what is it, museum, the
Yeah.
Harmony. That's
cool
dope.
part.
Right there on
Yeah.
99, East
Mhm.
99. Is your sign still there? How many times has it been
Yeah.
taken?
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
And why?
man.
Because the
It's-
fans take it every time.
Oh
it's
yeah,
up
no,
there.
no, no. It's in there for good now.
Okay.
Plus the homies in the hood, the little homies holding it down. They ain't having that. They ain't having that no
They
more.
trying to
Yeah.
have a piece
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
this.
I mean, because
Yeah.
man, listen, because I mean, if you think about the impact, I tell people this all the time, right? Like when people be like, "Man, you love Bone," especially when they say they used to call me the 6 Bone member, you know what I mean, and all of that. People didn't understand the gravity. If you wasn't there, you had to be there to understand that, you know. But the fact that y'all have fans that dedicated to where they love that y'all got this sign, but we taking that shit. We putting that shit in our room. You know what I mean? Every time.
Right.
You know, does it ever like fascinate you? Do you ever look back on your life and just be like, damn, I'm just a dude from Cleveland, from the hood.
Bro, all the time, bro. I be like, man, I be at home like, I made it all the way to California. I'm like, I live in California.
I
Like,
trip
so-
on that too.
I'll be
Every
like-
now and again,
Yeah,
I
bro, I'll
do
be
the
like,
same shit.
I live in California on
Yeah.
the beach. This
Yeah.
is crazy. I'm like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's, so, oh yeah, I always flash back to be like, man, like we was blessed to get up out of there, like for real.
I'm gonna have a little fan moment of transparency. So I'll pull out my gate, hit the light, head down the street. I ain't gonna say which street. And about a half block down, I'll be like, damn, that's Krayzie Bone's gate. It's just, nigga, I'm in California. Nigga, that's
Man.
Krayzie Bone gate entrance, nigga. I'm over here
That's
with
crazy.
Krayzie Bone.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's my I made it fan
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
Like, shit, nigga, I hit a corner, nigga. Krayzie
Definitely.
Bone entrance right there.
No, he
Definitely.
legit has done that when we was in the car. And I said, "Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Like, all right."
I put my kids on and said, yeah, you know, Krayzie Bone entrance right there. Ours right there. His right there. You
That's
know, he
crazy.
right down the street.
True story.
That's cool.
Hey, you know, I'm still a cool nigga. They gonna be like, man, nigga, fan out with Bone. They got a
Fanboy's a
whole channel on
fanboy.
his channel. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Nah, but so my as we wrap up, bro, are we going to see a Bone Thugs and Harmony biopic?
Man, oh yeah, bro. Like, yeah, we got to make that happen for sure. We making it happen.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Definitely.
So where
Can
are
we
you?
assist?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
man.
Where y'all at with that
Exactly,
process?
for real.
Man, we basically just trying to find, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we was talking to Conor McGregor
Mhm.
people about it. And they was like, shit, let's do it.
Mhm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we just got to get like the basics together, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
to get everything going. Like, so.
Have
And
y'all
then-
even came up with a script, an outline, or?
I mean, it's been some done like in the
Mm-hmm.
past, but like, no, we need to like
Mhm.
revamp everything. Like,
Can I make a suggestion?
you know.
I think that I don't think a movie would capture it.
Oh yeah, no,
I think y'all should do a series.
bro, that's exactly where we at.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly where we at with it. Yeah,
Mhm.
because like we want to go even deeper. Like, cause it's 5 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Like we want to go even deeper. Like to where like even be like to before when we met Easy. Like
Yeah, that's
just
right.
how we used to like how we came up and how we met each other.
Yeah.
Jackson's the American dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Seriously.
saying?
But
And
even-
yeah.
Yeah, but even with that, bro, what's good is because it is 5 of y'all. So
Yeah.
like power. Each of y'all
Exactly.
got a world.
Exactly.
You know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like, yeah, we got
That's
the
hard.
bone, but then you come
Exactly.
off with the
The
flesh.
Harmony universe.
You know what I'm saying? The
Listen.
Harmony universe. You feel me?
Yeah.
Then you got the flesh story, and his story crazy just within
Yeah.
itself. You
Yeah.
know, B's is too. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that'll be dope.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely.
You know what I'm
think,
saying?
oh, yeah,
My
yeah.
wheels is turning
Right.
like, yeah, then we could do, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can
Fan it.
assist with that if y'all need it. What else you got coming down the pipeline, brother?
Man, just you know, we're working on this Ghetto Cowboy project.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's, man, coming along real crazy, bro. You know
What is that? Talk about, is that a solo album?
No, so the Ghetto Cowboy is well, you know the Ghetto Cowboy song.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The whole concept of the song, we were all meeting up to go rob a bank.
Mm-hmm.
But in the song, in the video, it just at the end it says to be continued, and it just shows us riding off to go rob the bank. So this whole project picks up from us going to rob the bank.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And when we go to rob the bank, it all goes wrong. The sheriff is waiting for us. We get into a shootout. We all got to split up and go our separate ways. And the story just like builds up, bro.
Is this a short film?
It's no. I'm trying to, man. I'm working on this. This is the project. I'm trying to do like the first musical series.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Western.
Oh, nice.
Would you incorporate the Black history of the Cowboys in
Exactly.
it? Let's go.
Exactly.
Let's go.
That's what I'm doing. It's a whole story. You know what I'm saying? I got like a few people connected to it already. You know what I'm saying? So man,
Are you bringing back Powder P and Thug Queen?
Thug Queen is there.
Yeah.
I got Lazy Bone, of course. You know what I'm saying? But Powder P didn't want to be involved with it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. He didn't want to be involved with it.
Damn. So shit, he popped up at your house 25 years
Right.
ago.
Yeah. So you know, I said okay, and man, I had to kill him off.
Yeah.
Had to go. Sorry, he had to die. Man.
So we gotta make this story make sense.
Yeah. So man, but it's crazy, man. Like everybody I've played it for, they was like, yo, this is not just an album.
Mm-hmm.
This is everything. Every song has to have a visual. I'm like, that's why I want to do a musical series.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? With dialogue in between the songs.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So so you said that will be a solo album.
No.
Okay.
It's gonna be Bone Thugs and Harmony presents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna have all the members on there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You putting that out on ThugLine, or how y'all gonna do it?
No. We gonna figure out who we gonna. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you still running ThugLine? Is that still? Are you still actively putting
Life?
out artists? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Life. You changed it.
Yeah.
It's not ThugLine anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The Life.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So do you have any artists on the Life now?
Yeah. I'm still working with Kane.
Okay. Oh yeah. Shout out to the homie Kane.
Yeah, doing this thing. Nova the Rebel. You know, I'm got an artist in Cleveland I'm working with. Autumn Perfect, female artist, dope. Real dope. You know what I'm saying? And artist Spanish artist by the name of Adonis. Dope.
Okay.
Super dope. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I'm more doing like management now, like
Okay.
because a record label is more like a daycare.
Right.
So like I'd rather do the management thing. You know what I'm saying? Like because I know so many people and I got connections, so I can plug them up here and there.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So yeah.
How are you adjusting, or have you adjusted to this digital space with streaming?
I mean, man, you know, man, from what I hear, ain't nobody adjusted to it because ain't nobody getting paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like so man, we got some more adjusting to do. Like,
Say adjust the fucking numbers.
Right.
yeah, nigga, we ain't seen no streaming checks.
Really? From the Bone Thugs and Harmony, from the catalog, no streaming and nothing like that?
No.
Wow. Damn, that's crazy. So, you know, let me wrap it up on this. So I got a rap question. Why do you think that hip hop is the only genre that you can seemingly age out of? That they think that you can age out of?
Because it's still like very. I mean, we just celebrated 50 years of hip hop, but that's still very young for a genre.
Mm-hmm.
In human years, it may be like you getting up there before a genre, like you know, and hip hop is still very immature. You know what I'm saying? It still has to figure out. Hip hop still hasn't figured out how to treat its legends and its pioneers yet, like R&B and rock and those other genres. You know what I'm saying? They haven't figured it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when that happens, you know what I'm saying? Like people will understand like that music is not a sport. It's an art. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're R&B singers that sing until they're old. Pop singers, country singers.
Rock singer.
Mick Jagger's like 132.
Right.
Yeah.
So what? And they still have an audience. So if you're able to still have an audience, why can't you do it?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but that's just something we gotta, you know. And plus, hip hop is a very arrogant form of music. You know what I'm saying? So it's always been competitive. So it's gonna be that. But like, you know what I'm saying? I know some older MCs that some of these younger dudes cannot. I don't care what they talking about. They cannot see them if we talking about lyrics. That's what hip hop is. Lyrics. It's not just beats. Lyrics comes along with it. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I know some old school dudes that flow will trash these dudes, like for real.
That's right. I know some old cats that'll punch on some of these young dudes on the lyrics.
Definitely.
What so when a young cat tries to call Krayzie Bone old head and they try to make it seem like you old, what's your response to that?
Bro, like I'm like, ain't you getting older every day? Like ain't none of us getting no younger. No younger.
Hope you make it here.
Hope you make it here. That's be my thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, because when people try to put the old thing on me as well, you know, I'm 2 away from 50. And I'm like, dude, your goal is to get where I'm at.
But
exactly,
you know what I mean?
But hold on, he took it a step further. He said, "And I want you to be in a better position than I was at your age.
I was at your age. You know, I'm not gonna compare my 48 to your 28, but let's compare my 28 to your 28. And I'm still whooping you. You know what I mean,
bro? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like so, like. I really don't even like pay that no attention. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like.
Because I see that narrative a lot on social media.
Bro, and that's the first thing they say. Oh, he old.
Yep.
And
it's weak. That's weak as hell.
Is that supposed to make me cry?
Yeah.
Like,
but then,
no.
but when you say that, but you, for one, I tell people, when you call me old, for one, make sure that you don't look older than me. And secondly, make sure
They crazy,
you know what I'm saying? Make sure you in better shape than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Physically, mentally, financially, spiritually, emotionally as well. You know, but it's the weakest shit to say. You know, because think about it. I mean, you're 50, right? And you're still relevant.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because I guarantee if one of them that say they had a near death experience, I don't know that anyone would care. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you still relevant. So to the youngsters, man, listen, you said something that was very poignant that, you know, this genre hasn't figured out or learned how to, you know, treat their elders and the people before them, their legends. You know what I mean? That you said, and I see you always give it up. You always give it up to the ones before you.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, it's important, bro, because it's like, you know, like. You have to know, like, I mean, you can tell the people that are going to have longevity.
Yep.
Because they know all the greats that came before them.
They studied.
They study them.
They studied.
Like it's a lot of people that's hot right now. You ain't gonna hear nothing from them, and
that's a fact.
I'll say a couple days. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how fast they be going out. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many come and go. Like, you don't even remember them. So it's like
it'll be a TikTok sound, and then they out of there.
And seldom few come through that really that's really students like students of the game.
That's right.
That understand what they doing. You know? And those are ones that show longevity.
That's right. What I say is that the short term, the attention will attain, but talent will sustain. You know
exactly.
I mean? Exactly. Yeah. So the ones with talent, they can get 30+ year careers.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, man, on that note, man, listen, I appreciate you coming, brother. Second time spinning the block.
Yes, sir.
Man, listen, I'm super happy that you are healthy, that you are thriving. You here with us again. Like I said, I was super concerned for you, brother. And, you know, I was reaching out to you. You know, I think I I even offered to. I think I offered to bring you something neat. I was like, because I didn't know, because I know he live in Cali, and he from somewhere else like us. Like we don't have family here. So I was like, bro, if you need me to bring you some soup or something, like just let me know. But you was like, man, I'm good. I got it. I'm taken care of. So, but yeah, man, listen, I just want to give you your flowers for a second time. You know what I mean? Especially now, double bouquet. You know what I'm saying, man? We appreciate you. We appreciate what you have contributed to the culture, what you continue to contribute, and also the great things that you're doing in your community. And I'm gonna get with you because I actually want to see if I can be of service in that, and we can replicate that in my city as well. But
I was thinking that people gonna want that everywhere.
Yeah, because I think even I could bring in a media podcasting, because podcast is like the next rapper thing that everybody wants to do. But you know what I'm saying?
Tech integration.
Yeah, to be able to bring that in and give them some game and some direction on that as well. But yeah, bro, man, we appreciate you. Nothing but love always. Thank you for coming. You always. That's one thing. Nigga's not Hollywood. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I hit him. He always responds and is always, ingratiated me. So I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, so listen, that's another one right there, man. Big Court, Holdin Court podcast with my beautiful daughter, Rachel Renee, and the legendary Krayzie Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony. Man, we out of here. Salute.